Hey YouTube, here again to talk about things going on in the world around us as I chop off my own head there. I am just here to do a quick video on the election um, and point out the ridiculous amount of shadiness that's been going on. First, I want to be very clear in this instance out of the gate. The media does not decide who the victor is. And the media has been very careless with announcing Joe Biden because he's still the presumed nominee. The Electoral College is not done looking through all the proceedings, and there are hundreds of court cases right now with the amount of eyewitness testimony of election shenanigans and voter fraud and blatant breaking of procedure and law that happened. There's a lot going on right now. There's cases in Arizona. There's cases in Michigan, Wisconsin. And the big case that has been going on that might require uh, a recount would be Philadelphia, because their Supreme Court made a ruling that does not match the federal legality and the requirement needed. Basically, Philadelphia said to their people, you watchers need to be 30 feet away. And in some precincts, you can't even come into the building. Look through the window. And in terms of votes, there are hundreds of thousands of votes that may be nullified. More reasons. Somehow, in one county, 9,000 people over the age of 100 voted. How does that happen? But another big culprit that's also on the table, which Rudy Giuliani did discuss, was the software Dominion is the software that is used in all the major swing states that we saw issues with: Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Philadelphia. So they've had this software glitch, which had already been proven to show as many as 10,000 around votes swing. In one county in Michigan, it switched the winning county person to go from Democrat to Republican because of Dominion. Here's the big bombshell thing about Dominion. It is funded large in part by the Clinton Foundation. And this is a software that was developed between 2016 and now. Isn't that odd? So that's all I'm going to say about that for now. But if you want to see more, my latest podcast is about to be launched. So I'm going to put that in the description below. That's an hour and a half. So the activists involved and myself were talking about doing shorter episodes. But, when you just have this many people politically involved, we tend to kind of talk about it. And you just kind of go. And that's just what happens. But other stuff I want to talk about in closing. Joe Biden's slogan for his presidency will be "Make America Kind Again." And out of the gate, a lot of powerful Democrats are not doing that. Michelle Obama has used the similar language to Hillary Clinton and is basically once again labeling Trump supporters deplorable. Yet this time 70 million Americans voted for Trump. That's a third of the American, or is it third? About a third of the American population voted for Trump. They're deplorable? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Don't don't label a third of Americans deplorable. If you want your slogan to be America, make America kind again. It's getting worse too. There was a girl on MSNBC, first name I forget, last name Rubin, who basically stated that we need to burn the Republican Party down. Yeah, out of the gate, coming and saying burn an entire party down. Way to be kind. So lastly, what you have is one result and the media running with it that may change the amount of election shenanigans because of the software, because of the entire state of Philadelphia saying we don't need poll watchers here, because of a lot of dead voters or voters over the age of 100 in one county, by example. Oh, here's a great one in Santa Cruz County, which is close to where I'm at. There was a dog who voted. Isn't that amazing? So because of all these issues, what you could see happen is between now and January 20th, the winner flipping, it being Al Gore 2000 all over again. Just kidding. George Bush is the president. Just kidding. Donald Trump's still the president. If that happens, the tens of thousands of people parading in the street in celebration of Joe Biden are going to come right back out again and start tearing down restaurants and buildings and statues and breaking into places and looting and rioting. It's going to be June all over again. But I tell you what, that's a lot better than a civil war, because with the shenanigans that went on now, there's a lot of really upset conservatives, and conservatives protest in an entirely different way. For example, a truckers union is threatening on boycotting states that have had these issues, like Philadelphia. So you might see entire regions of the country no longer receiving food shipment. That's a lot scarier than riots. And of course, you have the armed populace as a factor, which I hope it doesn't get to that point, but very well could, given how careless the left has been with the rhetoric of Joe Biden being the winner. Yeah, so future videos, I'm going to talk about Joe Biden and his plans, his presidency, which is another very scary thing. Yeah, more to come from me as well. I'm going to keep an eye on these court proceedings. But that's it for now. If you'd like to see more, again, you can go to my other channel, which has my podcast in the description below. Catch you guys in the next one.